Well, we got some crazy stuff going on today. Holy cow. Good morning. Good morning, folks. Who's here? Blonde Bombshell, hello. Ben Baker, thank you for being here. Pyro, good to see you. Mitch, good to see you. Michelle, good to see you. Kung Fu Grasshopper 7490 here. Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Guys, I've been so sick. I've been so sick. But I'm I'm here because I gotta cover this. More importantly, before we get into the Epstein absolute bombshell that dropped today, that we all knew was, eventually it has to come out, and we all know already. Like, there's no denying the facts behind this. I gotta boost this fundraiser, guys. We need to work fast, and here's why. There's a lot going on behind the scenes right now. The 14th Mechanized, they're headed into winter. We've helped them before numerous times. They are in a very difficult area. Let's just say that. And we've already been through hell and back helping these guys. We have, because the first fundraiser ever sponsored for the 14th Mechanized was fatal. The man who sent me the video was killed. Here is the last one of the last drops we did when Paige in Kansas, who is hosting this through her humanitarian aid group, here's one of the drops made: food and supplies. So what they need, they're looking for 2 eco flows. They are looking for food, they're looking for medical supplies. But on top of that, our boy Andre Rowan needs he's got a friend who needs one too. And Paige has already helped him, like, right up front before, and he's in a desperate spot right now too, because he's been in the hospital out of paycheck. You don't get paid when you're in the hospital for a certain length of time, and he's been finding medical issues. So now he needs to head back out with his medical issues still affecting him. So I want to get his buddy an EcoFlow too, if we could pop that. Paige says she could do it as long as we can cover the funds. So it's going to be a little extra. So what I want to do is wrap up the 14th Mechanized. I think we need like 1,595, I think, was the last update left for supplies for the 14th Mechanized. But if you do donate, please earmark it for the 14th. And as soon as we're done with the 14th, I want to right away start working on getting our buddy Rowan's buddy his EcoFlow. And then that'll help alleviate a lot of stress from Rowan, because he's not getting paid either. I threw him a couple bucks on his PayPal, which I also have, but I have obligations for the 14th and with Paige. So I have to complete that. But there's a lot of need right now, and I know it's the holidays and it's going to be tight for everybody, but this is the time where we got to come through. Let's get it done however we can. I'll be helping out too. But if we can, let's get this one wrapped up, and then we'll do an additional 800 for his battle buddy, who's still he's still on the front, but he needs an EcoFlow, so we'll get that out of the way. That's what I got. What else do I have as far as that goes? Yeah, that's the primary focus for me right now. I've been sick. I have been trying to fundraise on social media to get whatever I can for the men, and in a timely fashion, because like I said, winter's always such a double-edged sword too. Like, here's some other supplies we got them before too. The curvature saw, I believe. I think that's a curving saw we got him before too. I'm trying to find more. That's thrown on the back of his Ford Ranger with the Browning 50 cal right there. But I want to move on to him next. But like I said, let's wrap up what we can for the 14th. Okay, let's get into the bomb drop today, guys. Holy cow. Dude. I woke up to this, I'm like, bruh. Correspondence between Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. Holy cow, G-Max. One hell of a name. G-Max from G-Max. Sent to GEE vacation at Gmail. Yikes. Importance high. So, the original message from Jeffrey Epstein to Maxwell. I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Redacted victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Maxwell says, I have been thinking about that. That's another perjury charge for her. Right there. Because she just recently lied and said that she knew of zero involvement between Trump and anybody on the client list. So, oh my God. Proof right there. Look, Trump spent hours with a victim, guys. At Epstein's house. Yuck. Look, spent hours at my house with him. Ugh. Oh, dude. This is damning. Absolutely damning. Absolutely, like, brand damaging email right there. It already shows he lied about not knowing more. Okay, we'll go on to the next one too. Like, if that's not enough, we got more. But wait, there's more. Email number 2. Email number 2 is direct correspondence between Jeffrey Epstein and Michael Wolff. From Epstein to Wolff. Redacted victim Mar-a-Lago. Redacted. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member, ever. Of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Ghislaine, we're going to call her Ghislaine, to stop. This was sent in 2019. So this is in response to saying when Trump said he kicked him out of the group, even though he was never a member, is what Epstein was saying. So of course he knew about the girls, because he asked Maxwell to stop. I think we already knew that. I think he slipped up one day and actually mentioned that. Correspondence number 3. I was watching Midas Touch earlier too, and the way the rest of the world is responding to this, they're like, your president is a pedophile. And even before this, the president of Colombia was like even digging into us, right? He was digging into us. The country of pedophiles now is what we're known as in this country. It's insane. Insane how brand damaging this is. Email number 3 is direct correspondence between Jeffrey Epstein and Michael Wolff. So I think this one came out when he was trying to do his PR campaign. Michael Wolff says, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. So it sounds like blackmailing. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in the Trump regime. Keep in mind, they're talking Trump regime in 2015. Trump regime 2015. If we're unable to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Epstein replies. Then Wolff says, I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards. So this sounds right here like true intention to either get Epstein out of prison when Trump becomes president, and then hold the fact that he's in the files over him to get him out. 1. God. Political currency. Okay, so then that gives you valuable PR and political currency. So it's just they were trying to clean up his image and potentially keep him out of prison. And this is back in 2015 before the election. This is fucking wild, dude. Absolutely wild. Like, the first email saying he was with the girl for hours, or the victim. They didn't say girl. They said victim. This part right here, that should be enough right there. Victim spent hours at my house with him. Right? End. Done. Done. What were they praying? Doing a Bible study? Trump Bible? Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. That, game over. Game over right there. Let's see how the internet responded to us. I know we got some stuff going on here. X has been kind of wild. I saved a few. I don't even know if I have to save them. I still got it pulled up probably. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll go to the saved. Liam Neeson. The dog that hasn't barked, everybody. Next, Newsom's all over this right now, guys. Color me shocked. Any comments? JD Vance, Epstein alleged in emails that Trump knew of his conduct. Oh, shit. The dog that doesn't bark. You saw it right here. That's pedophile's code name.
Minutes ago show that Donald Trump spent likely hours with bombshell news right now. Newly released emails minutes ago show that Donald Trump spent likely hours with a victim of
I like Aaron. Aaron's got a really good content.
Jeffrey Epstein's at Epstein's house. In a new email released by the House Oversight Committee, it shows Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell talking about how Donald Trump was, quote, the dog that hasn't barked. Further talking about how an alleged victim spent hours at my house with him, referring to it was Jeffrey Epstein's house. The full email from Ghislaine Maxwell to Jeffrey Epstein was on April 2nd, 2011. It said, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, I'm 75% there. Then another email released from January 31st, 2019 from Michael Wolff to Jeffrey Epstein shows victim Mar-a-Lago identifier. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. This is proof that Donald Trump knew what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. Folks, this is an absolute bombshell. I will have more updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free, follow for more.
Guys, Shifty Lincoln, thank you very much for the 5. Shifty Lincoln says in Super Chat, open the government and open the files. Giggity, giggity, goo. I appreciate the hell out of that. I should, but if I'm being quite frank with you, I should have turned Super Chats and giftings off today. Guys, please don't give me any money. Not when I'm not today. I should have turned it off. Don't gift me memberships. Don't give me super chats and stickers. Please help the fundraiser. If you guys want to help, let's get this fundraiser over. If you guys want to buy a membership, like a monthly, cool. Whether it's like $1.99 or $2.99, something like that, fine. But let's focus our energy and every penny we can to get this fundraiser done, because I am seriously concerned. The first time I tried to do a winter fundraiser, the guy died before I could get him help. So I just want and the holidays are exceptionally tough for me for fundraising. So yeah, it took 6 months to even get it started, and it wasn't even a winter fundraiser. Technically, this would be probably the first time I've done one going into the holidays, and I've already hearing back. Like, they're not getting a lot of money and a lot of donations. Like, I already saw correspondence from the 14th Mechanized. There's not a lot of people helping right now. So it's even more important right now during the holidays. I know everything's tight and everybody's like trying to plan, but I think that's where we have to really step it up, because that means a lot more. It just does. Like in the world of spiritualism or anything, Like, it reminds me of the widow at the well who gave her last nickel, you know? So, if you can, please. Sorry, I didn't turn it off. I should have. But I still appreciate the $5 super chat. That's fine. I'm probably going to donate it right after stream. Even though I don't have any money right now, so. Alright, let's see who else is reacting. Oh, here's an old post from JD Vance in December 2021. What possible interest would the U.S. government have in keeping Epstein clients secret? Oh. It was from Jack Posibic. He was retweeting. The DOJ and Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers have made a deal that her little black book of contacts will never be made public. I want to know what he has to say about this now. I can't wait for a public statement. Oh, dude, Newsom, Governor Newsom press office. Anyone check in on these influencers this morning? Pretty big day for the issue they're most passionate about. Okay, fine. This isn't money this way. LOL. Okay, Mitch. Fair enough. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. Damn! Newsom's going after the fucking libs of TikTok influencers. Look at these guys. Yuck. Posibic back there. I got a hat. Oh, they gave me the files. Yuck, dude. What a shit duty. LOL, of course. POV. POV, you have to go on social media to defend Trump's latest betrayal. Time to suit up. Make America great again. Oh, brutal. This is, yeah, they all knew Epstein was this. Fact check, 47% of Republicans would still vote for Trump even if implicated in the Epstein crimes survey found. Yuck. Yuck. I'll take one person leaving at this point. It's such a fucking culty behavior. This is gonna rattle his fan base is gonna get rattled. Let's see what else is on here. Here, we're going to TikTok, see if they got any good feeds going. I know people are going nuts. Oh, what's going on here?
Going to prison, myself included. Lose the midterm.
We don't have illegal aliens.
And so I do have to say, Madam Chair.
If I had sent in the National Guard into Texas and just said, you know what, a lot of problems.
Back with breaking news, the House Oversight Committee has just released new emails from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Some are focused on President Trump. Jay O'Brien has the details. Good morning, Jay.
Yeah, George, good morning. These are records that...
Guys, repost and retweet any of these you find on the internet. Like, make this as viral as you could possibly go. Every one. Like, this needs to pick momentum up.
Department, or rather the House Oversight Committee, subpoenaed from the Epstein estate reams, thousands of pages worth, released this morning by Democrats on that panel, several mentioning President Trump by name.
This morning, the bombshell release of what House Democrats say are emails to and from deceased convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, several referring to President Donald Trump by name. In an April 2011 email released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, lawmakers say Epstein wrote to his now convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, 3 years after pleading guilty to sex crimes involving a minor, telling her, "I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Unnamed victims spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned." According to the released emails, Maxwell responds, "I have been thinking about that." But this summer, in a recorded interview with the Department of Justice, Maxwell told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, the president's former lawyer, she never witnessed Trump act inappropriately.
I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in
She's going to get a perjury charge for this.
all respects.
Shortly after that interview, Maxwell was moved to a minimum security prison camp, prompting criticism she received special treatment. Committee Democrats also releasing this January 2019 email, where Epstein corresponds with author Michael Wolff less than 6 months before the financier would be charged again, this time with sex trafficking of minors. Discussing President Trump's repeated claim he kicked Epstein out of his Palm Beach club, Epstein writing, "Trump said he asked me to resign, never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop." President Trump has denied any knowledge of Epstein's alleged crimes.
He knew. He knew. This is proof he knew. Proof he knew. He lied to the American people. He's in the Epstein files. He spent times with the victim in Epstein's house for hours. Hours. Ugh.
Started by Democrats.
After Epstein's arrest in 2019, Trump said he hadn't spoken with him in 15 years. And earlier this year, Trump claimed the reason he banned his one-time friend from Mar-a-Lago in the mid-2000s was because Epstein stole Trump's club staff, including young women.
He took people, and because he took people, I said, don't do it anymore. You know, they work for him.
He took people. He took them from me. I told him, that's bad. You should stop.
And he took, beyond that, he took some others. And once he did that, that was the end of him. I didn't like, when they steal people, I don't like it.
And no response yet from the
I don't like it when they steal people, guys. Stealing people, bad. That was it. That was it. That was...
White House on the release of these emails. Meantime, right up here on Capitol Hill, in just hours, Speaker Mike Johnson will swear in Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva. The Speaker has prevented her from 7 weeks now from taking her seat. She says one of her first orders of business will be signing that petition, providing the last signature it needs to force a vote on the House floor for the release of thousands of other pages of the Department of Justice's Epstein records. Once she does that, the clock starts ticking down to that vote, expected in the coming weeks, George.
Yeah, we're going to be watching that. And Jay, we also saw what you played in that piece there from Ghislaine Maxwell. In that interview she did with the Trump Justice Department, she said she had never seen Donald Trump act inappropriately. That's not necessarily inconsistent with the email that was just released.
The email there, George, says that she was aware of what Epstein refers to in that email, which is, as Epstein says, President Trump's interactions with an unnamed victim whose name is redacted in that email. It doesn't necessarily conflict, but she went very far in her deposition to say she never saw the president do anything inappropriate. So with these additional emails and more that are expected to come, and more, by the way, that the committee has and the Department of Justice has, it just ramps up the scrutiny on what she told the DOJ.
No question about it, Jay. Thanks very much. We'll be right back.
Brand damaging. Brand damaging. Oh my God. And if Grijalva gets in before that other guy, they were trying to rig it to where her vote didn't matter. I haven't researched it far enough to speak on that, but there was something going on in the Arkansas race that would have changed things. Mitch Ashdown, I'm looking at the posting. Thank you for throwing 55 in. 18 minutes ago, anonymous for the 14th, $10. Thank you guys. Looks like there's been some other donators too. Some people off my Facebook even. Holy cow. Another 50, 14 hours ago for the 4th. Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, she's already taken care of it. Fifty Lincoln, you just made a $5 donation. Okay, I'm gonna pull it over. Just because it shows some of my card info, I don't want you guys to see. Done. That easy. 501c3 as well, guys. Tax write-off. Tax write-off if you guys want to donate. Really gonna push hard. Really gonna push hard. I gotta get this one done. Let's see what else is on here.
You heard me say I want to.
Judy and Ravi, we heard testimony from detainees as
I've got an amendment to delete Section 213.
Communist! What the hell is this all about? Communist! Communist!
It's pronounced cyclist.
What the hell is this all about? I mean, what do you think at the core is really going on here?
All 50 states had our voter rolls called up by the DOJ, subpoenaed. We had to deliver.
It's old news.
We have some breaking news coming from CNN. Epstein mentioned Donald Trump by name multiple times in private emails.
Adam Mockler is all over it too. It's blowing up. Where's this from? Epstein. I want to hear what more people are saying.
Serving 20 years in Jeffrey Epstein telling Ghislaine Maxwell, now serving 20 years in prison, that Trump spent hours, this phrase, spent hours at his house with one of Epstein's victims. That is Jeffrey Epstein writing to Ghislaine Maxwell that Trump spent hours at his house with one of Epstein's victims. There are two other emails which go to the author, the writer, Michael Wolff, and he says Epstein writes that, of course, he knew about the girls. He means President Trump. Now, according to these exchanges, Epstein actually asked Michael Wolff for his advice in how he should handle Trump when he was going to be discussing their friendship in an interview with CNN. And according to this email, Wolff writes, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane, the Lolita jet, as they called it, or to the house, that gives you valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. Now,
talk about Machiavellian.
I mean, but hasn't that always surrounded the question of why Epstein, what he was doing and why he was recording people and why he was keeping notes.
And how he played them off against each other.
It's exactly what everybody's been saying has been going on, but now it has documentation that they were talking about doing it. Documentation that he was manipulating people, political power by using children who they were attracted to. Ugh.
The whole idea of compromat material. Jeffrey Epstein telling Ghislaine Maxwell, now serving 20 years in prison, that Trump spent hours, this phrase, spent hours at his house with one of Epstein's victims. That is Jeffrey Epstein writing to Ghislaine Maxwell that Trump spent hours at his house with one of Epstein's victims. There are two other emails which go to the author, the writer, Michael Wolff, and
I feel like Marjorie Taylor Greene's probably said something already, hasn't she? I believe in the American people. I am with you. You're good, talented, blah, blah, blah. And she is, oh my God. Nothing, huh? What about her parody account? She has her personal account too. Surprised she never blocked me after Muga Moscow Marjorie. Nothing yet. Nope, nothing yet coming out of her mouth.
This morning, the bombshell release of what House Democrats say are emails to and from deceased convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, several referring to President Donald Trump by name. In an April 2011 email released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, lawmakers say Epstein wrote to his now convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, 3 years after pleading guilty to sex crimes involving a minor, telling her, "I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Unnamed victims spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned." According to the released emails, Maxwell responds, "I have been thinking about that." But this summer, in a recorded interview with the Department of Justice, Maxwell told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, the president's former lawyer, she never witnessed Trump act inappropriately.
I never witnessed the president in...
Busted! More weird shit happening in the White House. What the hell is going on here?
Come here, men's fragrance.
What?
This is what. No.
Did he just sprayed the Syrian president with Trump cologne?
It's the best fragrance. Come here,
I have more here, sir.
What a fuck!
So what we'll do is just take that, Joe, put it in, and then the other one is for your wife. How many ones? You guys I never know, right?
He does know he was like former terrorist, right? Death to America, right? Oh my god, dude. Imagine having a revolution in your country and taking it back and then getting sprayed on the neck by a pedophile president. Energy ass.
Instinctively Maha is that, and you know, I'm like one of these crazy people. The one way in which I'm more instinctively Maha is that if I have like, you know, a back sprain or I slept, you know, weird and I woke up with back pain, I don't want to take ibuprofen. Like I don't like taking medications. I don't like taking anything unless I absolutely have to. And I think that's another Maha style attitude. It's not anti-medication, it's anti-useless medication.
Wow. What a fucking loser. He flip-flopped so big, too. He used to hate Trump, called him closest thing to having an American Nazi. George Conway says, "Hi, Pam Bondi. Did you have this one on your desk, perchance?" Oh my god, retweet that. Dude, this is just picking up steam. What's Adam gonna say?
He's now... Alright, guys, listen. We need to have a talk. Alright. Donald Trump knew. Donald Trump was part of it. It's obvious. Everything, all the signs are pointing to it. Okay, listen. He's now threatening any Republican that signs the discharge petition, which is like the thing that forces the Epstein files for a vote on the floor of the House of Representatives. He's threatening them. Why? Why did he promise to release him and then all of a sudden freak out? Why did he have the FBI count the number of times his name appeared in the files, by the way? Why did he just move Ghislaine Maxwell, who's like this guy's main accomplice, to a really nice federal prison? Why did they cut a deal with her? Why is she now having concierge service, which came out this weekend? He's promising her either commutation or pardon. Because he's in the freaking files and because she can put him down. And now this information's coming out and more. Guys, obviously Trump is in the files. Obviously Trump knew Epstein. And obviously this is what happened. Listen, he sent him a birthday card with a drawing of an outline of a naked, certainly not a big older woman. And it said, our little secret, our little secrets.
Oh, yeah.
And he claims he never wrote that, and that was fake, even though that somehow you would have to go back in time to create that. And we know Trump lies about everything. So now you have one choice for those that are still defending him. Either you have to admit that anybody associated with Epstein is a dirty son of a beat and you've got to turn against them, or you have to say, yeah, I'm willing to make exceptions because this guy hates the same people I do. And if he hates people with blue hair like I do, then guess what? He can do whatever he wants to children. You got to quit watching your little, trafficking DVDs and getting all angry about it if you're willing to defend this guy.
Amen. A fucking man, Adam.
All right, guys, listen.
Dude. This is huge. Merc's on it. Mercado's on it. I know he's going to be on it later too. Also, guys, Adelita Grijalva's swearing in is at 1 p.m. Pacific. I will not be there for that. I'm sure someone's going to put it in, or someone's going to have a stream on it. I wish I could, but I have to work. That's 4 p.m. Eastern time. She's going to be sworn in, allegedly. We'll see if they try to delay that again. Hey, Gene.
I built many ballrooms and many buildings, and that's my greatest strength, actually. I might as well do this. So this room was in terrible shape. This was done by Jackie Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy Onassis, then Jackie Kennedy, I hope. And she took this area, it's called the Palm Court, and here we had one by one little tiles that were all broken.
This is like, dude, watching this shit, it's like watching a real estate agent direct me through a fucking trailer. Literally, we have a real estate agent pedo president. Now everybody knows why Ghislaine Maxwell was transferred to a minimum security girls' summer camp. Swalwell jumping in. If Trump had sex with an underage girl, should he still be our president? Fucking love Eric Swalwell. I was 2 feet away from that guy at the No Kings protest and I didn't even realize it. Retweeting. Swalwell. Oh, Fetterman. We got your back, America.
Yesterday, Senator Fetterman and I had our 15th vote to open up the government. It looks like the government's finally going to open up. This was the wrong approach. It's been damaging for Pennsylvanians. 2 million people on SNAP, 100,000 federal employees. Senator and I are always going to vote to keep the government open.
We're in a different party, and our parties have different priorities. In this situation, we both agree that shutting our government down is wrong for our Commonwealth and for our nation, and I've refused to shut our government down.
You can always count on us to work together to put Pennsylvania first. Yesterday, Senator Fetterman.
I will never be a Democrat. As long as there are weak representatives in office like you. Goodbye during the midterms. Loser ass. Epstein emails. Yep. Is he going live? Did he go live already?
It's been very bad between the H-1B visas comment.
It does look like he's live. Guys, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go do some laundry. But before I go, I'm going to plug this, guys. 2 things. Help Help, help, help. Now's the time to help. Cypher, thank you. Thank you for throwing in 10. Guys, please help this fundraiser we got going. The sooner we get this done, the better I'm going to feel. These are always so stressful. And you know what? At first, picking this one up, I'm like, oh, cool. A nice, small, calm, really no time constraint fundraiser. It's not like a big one, like a Car for Ukraine fundraiser we do. But then in the communication, I'm like, oh my God, we need to hurry this one the fuck up. And we got to get this one done. It is an urgent one. This is urgent. Because the sooner we wrap it up for the 14th, the sooner we can help our buddy Rowan and help his buddy get an EcoFlow as well. And we'll keep it going through Give Butter. I'll talk to Paige more about it. And Paige is also going to be on the channel again, guys. So keep that in mind. This is Rowan's buddy. And he needs EcoFlow. He's still in the front. Unfortunately, Rowan has to go back in. Even after this wound he received and he's had schismatic symptoms, he has to go back because he's not getting paid now. And they wanted him for treatment for like 2 months. And he's headed back. And he's broke. And he's too goddamn proud to tell you. But he's broke right now. Because he didn't get paid this month. So, if we can help his buddy, that'll alleviate some stress for him. And that would go a long way. This is a 501c3 we are looking at here. Your page, okay? Everybody who's been supporting is a legend right now. Absolutely fucking legend. So thank you guys for that. That's all I got. We'll have her on soon. I'll bring you more updates when I can. You guys don't miss the swearing in of Adelita Grijalva later. That should be amazing. I'm sure Merc's gonna cover. I'm gonna throw you guys over there. That's all I got for you today. A small stream. Me still sick as hell. I'm on steroids, antibiotics, inhalers, and a whole bunch of other shit trying to get better. And I'm still going to work, so I'm miserable. But as miserable as I am, it's going to be more miserable for the men if they don't have charging stations in winter in Ukraine. So we will do what we can, all right? All right, that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna swing you on over to Mercado Media here after a little outro. Thank you guys for being here for a short stream. Appreciate you. Thanks for everything you're doing to help Ukraine. Thank you guys.
They wave their flags like they own the sky, shouting loud but they don't know why. Books untouched, their minds run dry. Truth's a stranger, they pass right by. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. They chant the words they barely know, hollow pride in a shallow show, pointing fingers where the winds don't blow, building walls where the rivers flow. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. But their wicked deeds bring only shame. A patriot's heart should beat with grace, not with fists or a hate-filled face. If love's the seed, then let it grow, not in shadows, but where light will show. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds bring only shame. Oh, false flags flying high, empty hearts where the truth won't lie. They scream of love for the land they claim, but their wicked deeds
Why would you think Michelle Obama's a man?